Well, ladies and gentlemen, it says we're live, so we must be live at 5:55. And this is Balcony Banter. Well, time flies when you're having fun, and today's topic is time flies. One of Juliane Nendel's vlog 21s, and it's pretty windy today, and in her vlog it's pretty windy where she was. So therefore, do bear with us for that. We are outside. It is officially cardigan weather when the sun goes down.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a little bit of nip in the air. You're going to get a little bit of wind because I got my dead cat on, but it's still going to be a little bit of wind. And let's see who's here. So let's go first over to my wife, Christina D. Christina, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're right in the sunshine there. You look really, really sunshiny.
Yeah, need my sunglasses.
Exactly. Cool dude, as we say. Coolo dudo. And in the house, we've got JN, Juliane Nendel.
JN.
JN.
How are you all?
We're all fine. And
Yeah?
they're all fine.
We're all
And
fine. Fine.
remotely from somewhere on Costa Adeje, we have Ian Miller. Hi, Ian.
Hello, good evening. Good
Oh,
evening, everyone.
You got one of those flyaway shirts here. You know, it looks like you're really. Where's your gold chain? That's what's missing. Your gold chain's missing. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to bring it down.
I know. Let's all get online here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're all online. Hi, guys.
Now I see.
Hey,
I'm top right today. You're top left. You're bottom left. And Ian is bottom right. So if you point to your. If I point this way, I'm pointing to
That way.
everybody. So if I look out at Player Paradiso, I'm talking to you guys. And you just look at me, and that's fine. And Ian, if you turn to your right, then you're talking to Christina. And a little bit up, and you're talking to Juliane. There you go. So I'm the only one who's looking the wrong way.
where do I have to look?
Right here.
If I talk to Yanni?
If you talk to Juliane, just talk to Juliane, that's fine.
Exactly.
Yes.
Go figure it.
I'm taking a look to see who's commenting here. We got loads of people online. We got 13 people online already. Craig Andrews, hope you and Christina are well. John Serowick was saying, "Is that your daughter?" No, that's Juliane.
No, your daughter will be here soon.
She will be here soon.
Yeah.
Just before Christmas.
And
Julie
you-
says hi. Juliane Nendel's on. Hello everyone. Thanks
Yeah.
for being here. The Matt Man, evening Tim and Christina. Pete and Shell, evening guys. How's everyone? Walker, Derek Walker, good evening. Mark, good evening all. Dern Trucking, evening. Pete and Shell, looking lovely, Christina.
Thank you.
Andy
Yeah.
Grundy, good evening. Good evening also Sandra, and Sarah says, hope you're feeling better, Christina, because I told him you had a dodgy tummy on Monday.
Yeah, I did.
And Craig Andrews, Dern, Trucking, Tracy, have you seen any vlogs from Johnny? Hope he hasn't been arrested. Lol. I haven't looked, to tell you the truth. I haven't looked. He didn't pay in a restaurant, and then this other customer came and knocked his camera over. It was terrible. Oh, I'm not laughing. Okay, Steve Coles is on. Hey Steve, how's it going? Pato the Duck's on, there you go. Charlie's on. Maria, buenas tardes amigos. Buenas tardes mi amiga. No aprendido español esta semana mucho. Un poco
No.
con Cristina, no mucho. Nada, ¿verdad?
Nada.
Nada.
Última vez fue el sábado.
Bueno,
Fue. Estaba.
ya lo sabes. Salud.
Translate, please.
Salud, chin chin.
I said I haven't been practicing my Spanish since last week. This week we didn't do any because she didn't. Donna didn't come up on Monday because she was dead judgy,
Yeah.
and she didn't come up today. No, she was in the hospital.
No, she
And then
had-
today she had the flu jab yesterday, and she was feeling not well today. So we didn't do anything at all. So welcome to the Balcony Banter. As I said today, time flies, and we've been on 4 minutes already.
Yeah, and it flies.
And it's
and
live.
it's flying.
And it's live, and this is Balcony Banter.
Yeah.
Wow, that was good. So here we are. This
Yeah.
is my view tonight. It's a beautiful view of the sunset there. And a few clouds dotted about, just a few,
Yes.
but not a lot. up over the mountain. It's been quite nice today, and it's been pretty warm in the sun, hasn't it?
Yep. It's
Yeah. Pretty
been
warm in the
very,
sun.
very clear from Lagamera today.
Yeah,
You saw
and,
the whole outline today.
and it's been what we call boiling hot.
And up north, it was raining a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you go up north, don't you?
Yeah. Puerto de la Cruz.
Puerto de la Cruz. Somebody asked me today, what's the weather like? And I said, it's a little bit like Culture Club and a little bit like Thin Lizzy. And they said, what do you mean? I said, well, boiling hot. No?
Boy.
Boy Linnet. No, no. Boy George and Phil Linnet.
Boy.
Boiling hot. Wasn't that good? Write in the comments if you got it before I explain.
Okay, I will write it. See if you get it.
See if you get it. Boiling hot. We've still got 13 people. I think we got more than 13 people watching, haven't we?
37, somebody said in the comments.
All right.
Or
Okay.
57.
53. 53, okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to hand you over to Ian and Juliane, and you're going to set this video up for us.
Yep.
So here we go. We'll do Juliane and Ian like that, side by side. No, we won't. We're going to do Juliane and Ian like that. Fill the frame. There you go. So, guys.
Time flies.
Time flies.
I
yeah.
was just saying, time flies, and I can still remember when Ian, you suggested to have the vlog 21 edition to set that up. It seemed like it was just yesterday, to be honest, and time really, really flies. Obviously, we're having a lot of fun on the balcony banter and on the Wednesdays. I don't know how about you. I hope you guys enjoyed it, or else you wouldn't still stick with us. Now I see it's 72 people.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
What would you say, Ian? How did you find the vlog 21 episodes? Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy. Time flies. It sure does. I'll be honest, I never thought for 1 minute that we would get to where we are. When I looked at them originally, just having a quick look at them.
Yeah.
And I came up with, I spoke to you about it and said, yeah, let's give it a shot. I mean, that was back in August.
Yes, it was in plain summer. Good. And now we have even met in person. How cool is that? I mean, I've met a few of our viewers, so that's. It's always lovely to meet people in person, to have a picture behind the name. So it was great.
I would say long may that continue.
Yeah.
I think over the past few weeks, Tim, it's been quite successful.
Yeah.
Not only that, but the people coming on Mondays, onto the Meetup Monday, that's taken off a bit. I mean, there was one hiatus where Carlos came, and he was the only guy that came. And then the rest of the weeks, we've had 3 or 4 couples coming each time.
Yeah.
And each time we've had a bit of fun. In fact, on Monday, I think we had 1 over the 8, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes, I wasn't there.
Because you weren't there. The controller. The controller was.
The fat controller wasn't there.
Oh.
The fat controller. For those of you who think I'm calling him fat now, the fat controller was out of Thomas the Tank Engine. He was the guy that was in charge of the fat controller.
Yeah, and whoever sits in the girl's house shouldn't throw stones.
Genau.
Exactement.
That's it.
Okay, so we're going to go mute now, and we're going to go and have a look at this Time Flies. You're listening to Radio Balcony Banter.
Hi guys, this is Juliane with vlog 21, and I can't believe it, but it's already 19, episode 19. Time really flies when you're having fun, right? Well, when I started out with the vlog 21. I called it 21 because this is the number of days that usually it takes to adapt to a new habit. But I can say that after 19 days already, I feel so adopted, and I adapted already to this new habit of making those videos so quickly. But I guess it's because I enjoy making them, and like everything that you enjoy doing, it does not take so much effort to get used to it, right? Whereas something you don't really like doing and you need to implement that as something new in your life, then it really is hard to get used to it, I guess. Like dieting or quitting to smoke or whatever. But I really enjoy those videos, making them at least, and when I started out with the vlog 21, I did not really have any plan for the videos, so they came on a random basis actually. So they came randomly. The topics I have not chosen them in advance. There was only clear the big picture and the commitment that I committed 21 days making them. Those videos, but the plan was not really like structured. So I was only going to talk about self-development and self-care, self-improvement, and that was the big picture. But the plan actually developed randomly, and that was good. Because like this I could talk about things people were interested in, or what I observed that people might need right now in that moment, or what I also needed. So that's a good thing, and tomorrow I'm going to be out with vlog number 20 already. I'm really happy that I still have 2 more days to go, and after that I'm going to continue with the vlog, not on a daily basis though, but I'm still going to make some more videos. I'm sure about that. So take care, and I see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.
Whoa, there we go. So that was the new introduction of Juliane.
Well
Nendel
done, huh?
Yeah,
I really like it. How about you guys?
Yeah, put in the comments if you
Yeah.
like the new introduction.
Give it a thumbs up if you like it.
We were going to do a photo shoot, but we decided we're going to postpone that till next year. All I'm going to do is get a couple of pictures from Ian, and I can animate them then. So if you got any decent pictures of you around the pool, Ian, or sipping on a cocktail, or just looking coy, then just send them over to me, and we'll do it. We'll add those into the team picture.
Yes.
Into the picture.
And maybe also the teddy one, a teddy one.
Yeah, a couple of teddy ones. Yeah,
exactly.
Oh well, yeah. I would need to speak to him about it. I would need to speak to him.
Yeah, no publicity, right? No publicity. Your microphone's in and off. You don't want to hear your wind. My microphone is on.
Oh.
And it isn't.
What?
I hope it isn't. Turn your microphone off if you don't want to hear your wind. He said turn it off if you don't want to hear your wind.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh well.
Our granddaughter turns 7 next week. Doesn't seem 2 minutes since we were both bottle feeding her. Time flies,
Yeah,
a speaking show.
I guess so,
Yeah. I'm
And-
still being bottle fed.
I mean, you will see that next week when Malika arrives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we actually have a lot of contact with Malika because we FaceTime a lot.
Yeah.
Because she always grabs the phone and presses FaceTime, hello,
Yeah.
Grandad.
Yeah.
And so we've actually seen her grow up a little bit, haven't we? But we
Yeah.
haven't seen her physically since she was a baby in arms.
Exactly. And I mean, it's a whole different story having somebody for maybe half an hour or over FaceTime, opposed to sitting here on the table,
2
crawling
weeks.
around, and Granddad, Grandma, I'm here.
We went to St John's yesterday up in Adechy to the Advent market.
Oh, nice.
And it's hidden. It's a bit hidden away. It's across the road from Centre de Salud.
Yeah.
And then if you walk across the road from Centre de Salud, that car park, and you walk to the La Salud tapas bar,
Yeah.
take a left down that little street, and then turn right, first right, and it's in between a bar and another shop. And then you go to the end there, there's a car park, and in the car park, down on the left, down a little hill, there's a churchy type place. And it's beautiful. It's wheelchair friendly, and it's got nice gardens, and it's got a communal area, and it's got 2 rooms that they turn into shops for Christmas.
Oh,
And in one you can get handmade things like soap and little ceramic things and things made of wood, things made of felt. They've even got like stones in felt.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a big stone in felt.
Like Tracy Slater. She
Exactly.
sent us, I don't know, Tracy, if you're watching, thanks for sending me over those lovely pictures. Tracy mentioned like a few weeks ago that she's into craft work. And it gives her a lot of tranquility to do craft work with felt. So she sent me over. She messaged me and sent me some pictures of her work, and it looks beautiful, eh?
Which I'm just loading
Yeah,
into the thing
because I
now.
sent you them. So
Yeah.
thank you, Tracy. If you're watching this, hello to you. Nice job you're doing there.
You
It
watch on
looks-
catch up as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they are beautiful. Those I think I like the hats a lot. They were really amazing. The hats, and then she made some sort of mushrooms out of felt. They look cool as well.
Well, let's go through. Here's the mushrooms.
Okay, good.
Right.
So these are the mushrooms out of felt. So you can see there they got like, yeah, it looks like magic mushrooms to me. Okay.
There are a lot of mushrooms at the minute out in the woods, huh?
I don't know what this is, but it's like a round thing with chilies on it. It looks like to me. Is it like a plate of chilies?
I haven't.
You can't see
I
it, can
can't
you?
see it right now.
All right. So you got to wait 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then there's the titfa, which is the hat,
Yeah.
which looks like a pork pie.
The hat.
And
Tracy is just kidding.
And then we've got. Now I don't know what this is, but it looks like a big. It looks like a mushroom with mushrooms in it.
Oh, you mean this one? No.
No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm also not sure if it's. It can be also. I don't know if it's a zipper up on there. If it's sort of like
okay.
a little purse or something.
All right, okay. And then we've got this table with like square things on it. They could be little bags or something like that. But
Yeah.
this was the type of thing that they were selling there anyway.
Yeah. Great. And is this going to stay there for the
It's there till Christmas
Advent?
Eve, I think.
Okay, good.
Or maybe till the final Advent, which is a week on Sunday. No, next Sunday.
Yeah.
Next Sunday is what?
Next Sunday, the
Next
4th,
Sunday,
yes.
4th Advent, oh.
The other day I sent, have a great second Advent to my German friends, and they said, oh, it's actually already the 3rd.
Time flies.
Yeah, time flies, right?
We've had some comments.
Yeah? Okay, let's see.
Let's have a quick look at that. While I'm putting in another Tim and
Okay,
Tonic.
look, we had...
Tim and Tonic.
I retired. Steven says, I retired 18 months ago, and I think time flies now. Well, oh, it switched. Where's it gone? Time flies now. Are there still 7 days in a week? It doesn't feel like it.
7 Sundays.
7 Sundays, exactly.
Yeah.
We were speaking about that. Christine, how are your days? How do you perceive time?
It goes really fast,
Really fast.
especially when we enjoy our weekend breakfast.
Yeah,
And like this, we have it again.
yeah. So you are obviously enjoying everything because
Yeah.
your time goes whoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. And the days. I mean, you are basically doing very much the same thing every single day,
Right.
or close.
Yeah.
Well, there's not many ways to do nothing.
There's a lot of ways to do nothing.
Busy doing
Exactly,
nothing, working the whole day through.
Exactly.
Trying to find lots of things not to do. Busy going nowhere, isn't it such a shame? I'd like to be unhappy, but I don't have the brain.
Woohoo!
I think I missed a rhyme in that somewhere.
But you know, doing nothing leaves a lot of space for creativity and imagination,
Yeah.
I guess.
And but the may have got a brain.
The pinky?
It was me, Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah.
Thomas is saying hi from Hamilton in Scotland. Evening all, blooming work, keep missing alive, says Stuart Adams. No problem, Stuart. You can watch on Catch Up, and I'm sure that we will meet up again soon. Granddaughter turned 7 with that one. Wayne's on. Ian's looking chilled. Yeah, well, he's been whizzing by, enjoying himself, haven't you, Ian?
Yeah.
Time is the
Yeah,
worst.
right, huh?
Time is what we want most, but what we use worse, says Nikki. That's clever.
It's a good one.
That's clever.
And goes in hand with the enlightened mind. And was saying time is our most precious commodity, yet we intend on wasting it. We tend to do things. Oops.
To pass the time.
That's it. To pass the time.
To pass
or
the
to distract. And I mean, in time. We all got the same 24 hours if you want
we
want so.
don't. Oh,
No?
I'm a scientist.
You're a scientist.
Yeah, space-time is different for everybody.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, 24 hours. That's how we count the time here on Earth.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But did you know that the taller people, right?
Yeah.
They are aging slower at the top of their heads than they are at the bottom of their feet.
Oh,
yeah?
okay.
So the taller you are, or the higher up a mountain you are, the slower the time moves. So time moves faster the closer you get to a center of a mass.
Gravity.
Gravity is a wave, but yeah. But it's really, really weird at the moment, the way that they're discovering
Centrifugal.
these things, yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason that you fall, you know, if you fall, you think you're falling to the ground.
Uh-huh.
You're not actually.
No?
No, the ground is rushing up to meet you, right? Because all you're doing is you're just staying where you are, right? But because you're faster at the top than you are at the bottom, you turn over like that, and then the ground comes up to meet you.
Okay.
So it's really weird. You know, if you ever look at sort of time dilation on YouTube and stuff like that, there's some really good ones. Veritasium, I like watching Veritasium, because he comes up with some stuff and he describes it in a way that's quite well. And I'm hoping that we're also there's just a plug for Friday, where we'll get Rick Bahia. He's got a channel about mathematics that's sort of simplistic as well.
Gotta
Not simplistic,
check-
but we got to
check
check
it
those
out.
out. I think
Yeah.
the link is. I don't think I put the link in just yet. But there's a link in the one that he was on. So last Friday, go look at last Friday's. The link's in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So Veritasium. So time is actually a construct that we've created to try and explain how things move, right? And so I always think that everlasting life, right, in a religious way, is doable, because the last second of your life might even last for an eternity. And you know, when something happens and everything looks like it's going in slow motion, like if you're in a car crash or something like that, something really, really bad happens and it looks like it's in slow motion, that's because your mind is racing faster than you're normally thinking, and you're actually slowing time down. And also, if you look back at what you've done on time, having different points to look back to makes time seem longer, whereas if you lived in the same village for 25 years and you're working with people you went to kindergarten with, then looking back there's not much changes, and so it looks like a very, very short period of time. So time is really is relative. It's not just scientifically relative, it's relative to everybody. I mean, a kid jumping in puddles, you know, and there was an old cartoon I saw where this kid jumps in puddles, and it's like the cartoon is 1 hour long, like that. And on the top one, there's a kid jumping in puddles, and there's a mum doing some washing, then she's doing some ironing, then she's doing some stuff. It was an old cartoon. I do apologise for for the gender stuff. There was a guy, and he was working on his car and mowing the lawn and doing the stuff, And then Grandad was just about to sit down at the beginning of the hour, and at the end of the hour, it's time for tea. so he just about sat down, and then so that's why time goes quicker when you're older as well, because it's a percentage of your total life, right? So a year when you're 10 years old is a tenth of your life.
It's super long, eh?
Yeah, it's a tenth of your life.
It's super long.
And for me, a year gone like that.
Do you think that it also has to do with like experience? Maybe, for instance, a kid has not had yet the experience, the life experience. Some grown up has had, and that. That you already anticipate, this is going to happen. So now it's springtime and this is going to happen, and then it's time for summer and I go on vacation. So you're anticipating something, whereas for a kid, everything is like, woo, exciting and new.
Right.
So what does that actually say to us?
Well, it depends if you look at it scientifically or spiritually, right? So if you look at it scientifically, what your brain's doing, right, is it is creating synapses to remember things.
Yeah.
And if it's something similar, your brain will ignore it. So therefore, when you're younger, your synapses are being created very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And millions and millions and millions of synapses, millions of memories. And when you're older, your routine gets turned off because you don't need it. And as Christina's great grandmother used to say, the drawers are getting full,
Yeah.
The Schublade.
Yeah.
So the drawers in your head are getting full, so your brain doesn't do a lot. So it's only when you perceive time backwards, you can never perceive time forwards, right? You can only perceive time in the past, because there is no time in the present, because the present is now.
Exactly.
Now.
Yeah.
And so you can only perceive time when looking backwards. And looking backwards, if you remember everything you did today, this day is going to be really, really long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you remember everything you did, putting the kettle on, stirring the tea, taking the teapot out, and you haven't got out of bed yet, your tea's made, right? Then you sit half an hour on the loo. That's just me, though, I don't know. But if you remember everything you did during the day, then the day is really long. You look back and say, just a minute, it was Wednesday just 5 minutes ago. Because you're missing all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it is a perception thing. As if you're a creative or a spiritual, then you can see time as flowing and being part of something else, and future and past merge.
I would say time is absolutely a learning device. It's a learning device, and the only time we have been talking about this a lot of times. The only real time there is the now.
Yeah.
We cannot live in the past, and we cannot have the future yet. All we have is here and now. And if something in the now is not good and upsets you, for instance,
right,
then something is wrong. Something goes wrong. But then it's the thinking that goes wrong in that very moment. And we can always use the time to learn and to correct this kind of thinking, to go back to harmony.
Okay.
Yeah. And the only time where like magic or miracles sort of happen, where we feel good and everything is right, everything just feels right, is that very present moment. But only when linear time goes hand in hand and crosses with vertical.
That's hard to get around. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
And when people say you got to live for the now and then I can imagine people sort of saying, well, Tim, you can say that, right? Because you don't worry about money. You've got a place to live. You got a roof over your head. You got food every day. You have a loving wife,
Yeah.
and you're content, right? And so being content also means to accept your limitation.
Yes.
So therefore, living in the now is being the best you can be with the things that have been put in front of you.
Yeah.
And so it's not always the case that something is wrong in the now. It's just that you haven't changed it yet.
Yeah.
So everything is just a decision away.
Yeah.
And the decision is the hardest point. That's what I find.
That's true.
The decision to change what you're doing or to change the situation. And people say, I can't change it. But there are things you can do. And you can actually change it for the worse. Right?
Yeah.
But to get out of something, to go to the better place.
Yeah. I think it's exactly what you're saying. It's more our resistance to change. The resistance we feel so, and someone last week made the comment attachment and detachment. Attachment and detachment. I think it's the resistance that we have to just let go. It's let and even like habit patterns, holding on to something that is so not valuable anymore and not serving us at all, even in our own behavior.
Yep.
That is the hardest part, and yeah, that's just conditioning, and it takes time, and that's what I mean with transition time. We can learn how to transition better and how to be more gentle with us in this period of transition, where we maybe are looking to make better choices and to make a better decision, but we are not quite there yet. We can still be gentle with ourselves and know, with like what Daniel said last week, know with faith that it's going to be there. All is going to be fine at the exact right time and place. Divine timing.
Divine timing.
Yep.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and get Christina a nice wrap to put round her shoulders.
A wrap.
Because
Ooh.
if I'm getting cold, she's getting cold.
Yeah.
I must
My
admit.
fingers are really cold.
Yeah? Shall I get you gloves?
Yeah, I don't have any gloves.
You don't have any gloves? I've got oven
Oh,
gloves.
now I know what I can get you for Christmas.
We're 19
Gloves.
degrees.
Exactly.
I just want to go and read a couple
Yeah.
of things. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put Ian and you up, because Ian hasn't had a chit chat yet.
Exactly,
So-
Ian.
And I'm going to look in the comments for a minute.
Ian, what do you say about time flying? I mean, now you've been here on the island for nearly a month. Is that so? Is that right?
5 weeks this week.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, today 5 weeks. So
Boom.
did the time fly?
It feels as if the time flies, but it doesn't really go any faster, does it?
No, it
It's just a
doesn't.
feeling you have.
Yeah.
It's just a feeling you have. It goes that wee bit faster. I pick up on a comment that one of the viewers said earlier on when he retired. He had time on his hands. I could agree with that. When I retired, I had time on my hands to start with.
Yeah.
What did I do? I went and looked at things that was needing done. You start and get yourselves into jobs. As you well know, I redid all my garden, and the time felt like when I retired, it was long days.
Yeah.
Once I started doing something, being active, getting my mind active, things like that,
Yeah.
getting my hands active, it found it as a time. Oh God,
Yeah.
shortened, but it didn't really shorten. It's still the same, but you're doing a lot more.
Yes.
And at that particular time. Now, I think it's great now, but for people that's been active all their lives,
Yeah.
and suddenly they have nothing to do, I would imagine the time is very, very long for them. It lengthens and it makes a long day. Then it would start tell on them. What
Yeah.
can I do? What can I do? Oh, I'm not in the mood of doing this. I don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
Exactly. I mean, it must be. I can imagine it must be like a life changer to retire. For instance, you've been like conditioned to go
Thank
to
you.
work or to take care of family and manage your time in a whole complete different way, and then all of a sudden. You arrive at this moment, the moment you've been like looking forward to and anticipating for a long period of time throughout your work life, and then finally it's there, and then maybe it's even it's maybe completely different than you've had imagined. I can imagine now with the last months that we had, many of you might have experienced their retirement way different than anticipated before. But it's exactly what you say, Ian. It's what you do with the time, and also what you put your mind to, and maybe giving it a new purpose. I bring that word back in because I feel that oftentimes it's that when a purpose is really lacking, or some project or something, then we do trivial stuff. We just do trivial things that don't have the same kind of purpose as maybe the things we did before. So that's why it's important to keep the mind occupied, but with something meaningful. And you are the only one who can decide what's meaningful to you or what you want to give meaning to. So Ian, good. I'm really congratulating you that you gave meaning to being part of our team. Thank you for that.
Well done.
Thank you. I mean, all my life, you know me. I've already said it to you before. I was active. I was in the construction industry, and I was always active. We always had a good routine that you worked to. I mean, when I came up to retire, we got the option through the company. You can stay on for whatever it is, number of years or something like that. But within the first year, the circumstances completely changed.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to rethink what I was going to be doing. Right? So
Exactly.
I got another year out of it. After I got that year out, we then sat down again and spoke about, well, I'm sorry, this part of the company is not going to function. This is not going to function. This is going to change. You then take a decision on personally, what do you do? Right. You draw the line under it, you retire. But
Uh-huh.
when you retire, that first few months is a bad one.
Uh-huh.
You go through hell. You go through hell because your mind is alert to what you do. It's alert at the time that you get up in the morning. It's alert of what you do
Yeah.
during the day. It's
Yes.
alert of what you come in at night. And all of a sudden, it stops.
Absolutely. I mean, just imagine you've been like doing this throughout so many years, basically, your whole lifetime, and then all of a sudden this is not there anymore. It's gone. So there's like sort of like a canvas. It's a space. It's an empty space that you have to fill.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I'm a practical guy. So for me, I find it quite easy to fill that space. It takes time
yeah.
to fill that space with something else. But I would reflect on an office worker.
Yeah.
People like that. It's a different type of work. If they have to retire out of that, you could say they work in their own way, balloon, if you want to call it, something like that. And all of a sudden, the balloon bursts and they're not there. So they've got to pick up. They've got to pick up the threads again. This is where it can become difficult, I think, for them.
Yeah.
If they're not sort of.
However, Ian, isn't that the best time to actually be doing the things that you've always been looking forward to do?
A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that, yeah.
Definitely. If you've been thinking about things, okay, we'll take a lady in an office. She maybe likes crocheting, she maybe likes knitting, she maybe likes drawing, or
Yeah.
like what Tracy does there.
Yeah.
Uh, if you're strong-minded enough, when you come away from your normal day work, you could actually focus your mind on what you would like or what you would like you've been doing, and sort of expand it a wee bit onto that.
Exactly.
That would keep your mind active.
Exactly, expanded. It's not said that now all of a sudden you're retired. You have to now only travel, or you now have to only do whatever,
Yeah.
knitting
I mean,
or garden work. That's
yeah.
not set in stone. You can use your imagination the same way you used it before for some other things that you have created throughout your life. And maybe
Yeah.
it's a good time now, throughout the winter time, to actually become aware of the great stuff that throughout all your life you've been doing actually. And then you come up with a list of like, wow, did I really do that? And how did I actually do that? And then we make it sometimes too difficult in the now to actually go on board with new projects, because of maybe fear that we are not really able to do it because we don't know how, and don't bother. But actually, we've done so many great things in the past already, and it's oftentimes the moment to stop and say, wow, and giving yourself a clap on the shoulder, and giving ourselves credit for what we've done.
Yeah. Try and expand the wee things that you've been good at.
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
I like doing that. So try
when
and expand it into something better.
Yeah,
when you prepare for change, right? If we say retirement, and we're looking at retirement or any change in your life, the way a major change in your life.
yeah,
If you prepare if you're able to prepare for the change, then it doesn't come as a surprise. And I think a lot of people, when they retire, maybe the time at home, it was prepared for mentally a little bit, but it becomes as a surprise or a shock.
yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah, agree with that.
especially if you're not used to being with your partner all day. Yeah, that can lead to
oh yeah, clash.
a lot of clashes. And I mean,
Ian, I hear you making noise.
I'm not retired, but I did finish work in 2014. 2014, wasn't it? And I changed. I had my last day on the Friday, and we went out for dinner at lunchtime, or lunch at lunchtime with the company, and then we went to a hotel in Munich, and then on Monday we flew over, didn't we?
Yeah.
We over here. So basically, there was no time to think of anything different. I started a new life, basically.
Also, directly then
finished work.
to move here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was like boom, huh?
Yeah.
How was that for you, Chris?
For me, it was. I don't know. It just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah.
See, this is exactly what I mean. Like when thinking back about how we did things in the past, it's like, well, tell me, how did you do it? And then people tend to go like, well, I just did it. Well, it took a lot of courage, a lot of preparation, mentally, maybe physically, and a lot of mindset to do certain things.
I didn't tell her.
and-
Tim didn't give me time whatsoever.
No,
He
no.
just sold all of our stuff.
But you have had this discussion where he asked you where you wanted to live.
Yeah.
So you had a say.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, it looks like I just sold all the stuff and
Exactly.
sold my teddy bear.
sold his teddy bear.
Oh, you didn't even sell him.
I gave him away.
He landed in the trash somewhere.
No.
Oh.
If he was in that big box in the Gatic that you hadn't opened for 20 years, then yeah, he's in the trash.
Yeah.
If it had been on your bed, then you'd have kept him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I apologise for that. We went to a good home, though. No, I went to the local hospital.
Ah, that's a good
The
place.
guy picked you up and took it all to the local hospital.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Liar.
I'm for shooting you.
Oh.
We've been on 46 minutes now, and I'm getting cold.
Do we have any?
We do have a thank you to say to Michael Jackson. Thank you,
Oh,
Michael
Michael Jackson.
for your contribution there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And do we have any more comments?
I'm saying Pete and Shell Maria both had fantastic. Maria, we both had a fantastic time on the island. I met Tim and Christina and the others, and we're back in the meetup. Definitely coming back over the next year. Cool. Subs on. Sarbit Samjit. I can't say it really. We call him Sub. Good evening, guys. Time waits for no one. Exactly.
So make it good. Make it good.
I think what it is if you don't think of time as running away, right, and you think that the things that you do make sense in the time that you're doing it, and the processes and the produce of that time is makes sense, then it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you think of time as something finite, I'm going to die one day, right? You're going to die in the next 2 minutes, you know, possibly.
Yeah, but you never know. When you've died, you might have more time then.
That's true. Dying is like being stupid. You don't know yourself. It only affects others.
Oh, nobody knows what's gonna happen.
Nobody knows
Everybody's
the trouble
going
at
home.
sea. Nobody knows but Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble at sea. Glory, hallelujah. On that note, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, it's getting chilly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's getting chilly.
Chilly,
Really.
chilly.
Chilly.
It's true. Nobody knows what's round the corner.
We don't know.
Ian, are you going to join us the following week back from Scotland, from Dundee?
I'll see you out to the end.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be once I get back. I hope everything goes okay, because we're getting a wee bit worried about the restrictions now. You don't know where you are with them, to be quite honest. I'm sorry to bring that into the conversation.
No.
No,
It's interesting for a lot of people.
it is.
We go for our test tomorrow. I think it'll be okay, but
It will be okay. And
I do
yeah,
know of people that went for their test and got a shot.
Oh
So-
dear. What happened to them?
You don't-
Could you let us know what happened to them? Because people have been asking me what happens if I test positive. What happened to them?
Well, I don't actually know. All I know is at this particular time, I only found out this afternoon that they were supposed to be tested positive. I haven't met the party concerned. I don't think I will actually. But, I've actually asked at reception, so I'm trying to get some information from them as well. They have information here. I mean, the place where I'm staying, they are absolutely brilliant. I must say, they've done everything for us regarding, anything to do with the travelling or anything like that, and they keep you up to date with everything that's going on. But I was hearing one of the last days, the incoming trade to the island seems to have dropped off slightly over the past couple of weeks. It was very good. It was very good for a few weeks, but it seems to have tailed off again.
I think there's a lot of cancellations due to the mix-up of
Yes.
of the 12 to 15-year-olds not being able to come. So a lot of families
Yeah.
have cancelled.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so that's one thing. But we were running at 80% anyway. Sorry, at
Yes.
20%. So we were 80% down on 2 years ago on the number of people here. So there's only 20% of the normal number of people here.
Yeah. I mean, we know ourselves, even being out during the day and being out in the evening and that, there is a drop, a seeable drop, But I think it'll pick up again. It will.
And Ian, I mean, just use your last beautiful hours on the island, more useful and wise, and spend them lovely with your wife, Barbara. I think that is the best way to use the time, and not worrying about something that you cannot change anyway.
And I've still
we
got
can't
some of the
change it,
brandy
we can't
left,
change
which I'm going to drink tonight.
One shot.
Yeah.
I'm getting one
One
shot,
shot.
yeah.
But-
I got my glass ready.
But no, it's been very nice, and not like last week. I got myself into trouble last week. We're still on air, but it doesn't matter. We chatted a wee bit too long. I got myself into a wee bit of trouble, so I have to stick to the time clock tonight.
Okay. We just want to talk about whether we're going to do balcony banter over Christmas. In fact, we'll do this online now because it's people. Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, because we're wondering. Our daughter's arriving on the 23rd.
Yeah.
So next week we'll do a balcony banter,
Yeah.
and we'll do a Christmas special. And then our daughter's coming on the 23rd. So I'm thinking of cancelling the following week.
The following week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so would that be okay, Ian? Does that mess your plans up there?
No, not really. I mean,
We'll just postpone whatever we're
next
going to
week,
do on
just-
that day.
Exactly.
So next week's the 22nd.
Second.
Yeah, I mean-
22nd.
And then it'll be the 29th.
next week's the 22nd.
Yeah,
So the 29th will
So
be...
you want to postpone the 29th?
Yeah.
the 29th. Yeah, that's fine. That gives us
that the one
a
you
little
want? That's
breathing
no-
time.
So next week will be Christmas and New
What
Year.
we could do with that one, actually. Yeah, what we could do with that one, the last one, is say we could work that into our open mics night. for
Exactly.
2022.
On the
Yeah.
5th, yeah?
On the 5th.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yes, we're still
Yeah.
looking for your
Yeah.
input,
Well,
everyone.
we'll put it this way. If nobody turns up for the open mic night, then at least we've got something now.
Yeah, but I've got. I'm going to ship you 1 or 2 wee clips as well.
Okay.
Maybe you want to look at and put up on the screen.
I will.
Okay,
Well,
good. So then we
Yeah.
know.
Are we ready for Vamos?
Yeah, vamos.
second.
Vámonos. It's getting cold.
Yeah.
It's getting cold.
It's getting cold.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every
Yeah.
one of you for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the thing. Do you need to go around the round? Or should we just dance?
Dance.
Let's just dance.
Warm up a little bit.
Vamos a la playa.
Thank you for joining us on Balcony Banter this evening. It was great having you here. It was great having my guest, Ian, Juliane, Christina Lee, and of course myself, Tim Down, for Living with MS in Tenerife. We're going to see you next week on this Friday. Whoa!
Vamos a la playa.
This Friday I shall be in... I don't actually know where I'm going to be this Friday, but Rick is coming on to discuss one of his movies, I think. And then Monday meetup, I'll be joining Christina down the bottom there for the last one before Christmas. And then the last balcony banter on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So that'll be fine. I'm going to go solo. Google thinks you might like this one next. And if you want to support the channel anonymously, you can go to the website here. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe for free here. And we'll see you in the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Down for Living with MS in Tenerife and all the team from Balcony Banter. Good night.
Good night.